Hey everybody, it is your girl here, genuinely divine, coming at you today with a video all about love compatibility. Yes, everybody wants to talk about love, and if you have love on the brain, then today I have a special love for you guys. Oh, you saw the title, Scorpio Man with Pisces Woman. Ooh. Sorry you guys, I had a sensation when I said those words together. This couple is so magnetic, so beautiful, so amazing. But before we get into their love compatibility, let me give you guys a little information. For those of you who would like for me to do a deep analysis love compatibility read on you guys, check me out on my instant go. I will place the link in the drop down box below so you guys can contact me. You will need to have the time of birth of your soulmate and yourself, and yeah, and I will get that information to you guys. So yeah. Also, for those of you who would like for me to post a sun sign compatibility, love compatibility, yeah, go ahead, $10 donation, PayPal or Cash App. The links are on this channel, so yeah, check them out. Send me what you need, you guys. Let's get this party started right. Otherwise, you just wait until I post it onto my channel. Either way works for me, okay? All right, let's get into Scorpio Man with Pisces Woman. What happens when these two come together? Is it a match made in heaven, or is it a match that heaven rejected? I don't know. You just have to watch the video to find out.
Even when the clocks go tick-tock, I'll save us. Even when the clocks go tick-tock, even when the world is coming to an end of my love, I'll save us.
Okay, welcome back, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's get a little bit of information on these two beautiful, mystical zodiac signs. Scorpio Man is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Mars is the actual ruler, and Pluto is like the co-ruler. So these people usually go through lots and lots of transformations throughout their time. You know, they can be very, very volatile sometimes. They can be very argumentative, very aggressive, very possessive. These people are just like, they're fixed. And they're fixed water, so they're very powerful people as well. They are the type of people that can move mountains, they can move things, they can make things go the way in which they want them to. Scorpio also rules the 8th house. The 8th house is the house of sex, occultism, taxes, you know, debts, and anything that goes on behind closed doors. That's what the 8th house is. It is the house of death and rebirthing. You know, it is just that house of transformation. It's a very transformative house, okay? A very, very deep house, the house of research. And then you have Pisces. Pisces is like ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. Jupiter is the ruler of Pisces. Neptune is like the co-ruler of Pisces. Now, some people like to do it totally opposite in how I do it, but I do it based on Vedic astrology, okay? So, with Pisces, this woman is very mystical. She's very beautiful. She's very deep, and this is a water sign also, but her water is mutable, so it mutates into whatever she wants to become. So very intuitive. Both signs are very intuitive. Pisces being very spiritual. Pisces rules the 12th house. The 12th house is very similar to the 8th house. You know, the 12th house is the house of secrets, of things that are hidden. It is the house of the asylums, you know, jails. delusions, illusions. This is the house what they call the crazy house, but in all actuality it's not the crazy house. It is the house of high intelligence, because they reach the highest vibrations of the spirit world. And people here in this realm of reality, they don't understand, and what they don't understand, they judge it in the most negative way. Pisces are not crazy. They are not crazy. They're just highly intuitive. They have a sixth sense, and they're like on a whole nother level, you know, and most people are just here in reality. Pisces goes above that. Yeah, so these two signs are very mystical. These two signs are very powerful. These two signs are both water signs. These two signs are very sexy, okay? Very sexy. And they're very passionate, very emotional. When it comes to, I have some notes here too, you guys, to make sure, because I write everything out. I try anyway, something. But anyway, these two signs, you know, they have high intensity. Anytime water is involved, there's a lot of water. There's a lot of emotions going on. When these two come together, the pairing is just undeniably beautiful. These two signs work very well together, not just on a social aspect, but on an emotional aspect, because they're both intuitive. They're both feeling each other, what's going on inside, so they can read each other just by the body language. You ever have couples that you meet and you're like, man, they just seem like they just actually intertwine with each other and really become one? That's what Scorpio and Pisces is. They actually come together as one. I mean, high intensity, full of passion, full of emotions. I mean, okay, let's just start with sex with these, because I'm just like, I want to start with sex with these too, because it's beautiful. It's everything that you see depicted in videos or in the movies, where they're just so passionate, and it just seemed like this is the type of love that you dream of. This is the type of love that you see in Disney Channel movies, like the Prince Charming and you have a princess, and their love is just so beautiful. That's what Scorpio and Pisces brings to the table. Scorpio water is like the river, and then Pisces water is like the ocean, you know, like the oceans and the seas, and every river must flow into the ocean or into the sea. So when Scorpio and Pisces, their waters combine, they actually engage in a marriage when they have sex. Marriage is not documentation that you know of when you go to the courthouse and get documentation signed. A marriage is when two become one. And the only way to become one is when you intertwine with one another in sex. When you engage in sexual activity. That's when you become one. When these two become one, like the river flowing into the ocean, becoming one. This is the most beautiful experience two people can have. This is, oh my God, I'm just feeling all emotional talking about it, because the water, Pisces can handle Scorpio's intense water, and Scorpio water is very intense, and Pisces water is very intuitive. So whatever Scorpio is given, Pisces is willing to receive it, and she receives it open-heartedly, so well, so understandably. This is beautiful. Every touch, when they kiss, when they hold, everything that they do is full of emotion. This is a highly intense love relationship. Now, moving on to the communication with these two can communicate about anything. These two will have conversations like you've never heard before. You know, like most couples probably talk about how they're gonna save for this, or what kind of bills they got coming up, the weather, work. Yeah, work was horrible today or something. These two don't talk about things like that. I mean, of course, it's not, if they need to, they will, but it's not a general conversation just to communicate with each other. These two actually talk about things that are deep, you know, things that's not of this world, you know. You got Scorpio with that 8th house energy, you know, occultism, you know, they may talk about astrology, they may talk about things like evolution, you know, they may talk about things that are really deep. They may even talk about death. They may even be comfortable having a conversation about death, you know, because these people are deep. They're not, you know, on the surface, you know, they're very, very deep. They're water. Water runs very, very deep. So these people have deep emotions. They have deep thoughts. Scorpio, 8th house, the house of research. So these people are very, very intelligent, very, very intelligent. So they're always constantly seeking knowledge, especially if it's something that they care about. So they have a lot to talk about that is, and they run out of things to talk about when it comes to just surface level type conversations. So they go deeper. And so they always have something to talk about. And sometimes they don't always have someone to share it with. But when Scorpio meets Pisces and they come together in a relationship, they have plenty to talk about. Because Pisces rule in the 12th house, the house of secrets, the house of delusions, illusions, the house of spirituality. See, Pisces is in this world, but they're not of this world. They're highly spiritual, not religious, highly spiritual. Now they can be religious, but they're highly spiritual by nature. So these people search for information about the unknown also. And then they also have a general feeling about the unknown because these people are very godly like. So they're powerful. And that's why people think Pisces are crazy, because they feel and they know things because they've been here before. And see, they know things and they feel things. And therefore, when they express it to people, they're like, oh my God, they're crazy. Yeah, that lady right there is a crazy lady. Yeah. But in all actuality, she's just a highly, highly intuitive, highly intelligent woman, a woman that is not of this world. And when they come together, Scorpio and Pisces, they can communicate. They feel comfortable communicating. They feel safe. They feel like I found my Prince Charming. I found my princess. Scorpio actually can open up to Pisces. Like, Scorpios don't open up to people often. Pisces has a way of getting Scorpio to open up and tell them things about them that they wouldn't dare share with most people. Yeah, this is a beautiful union, you guys. And I'm sorry if I sound all emotional about it, but I have a Pisces rising and my man has a Scorpio rising. But we have different suns, but yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, this is a really, really beautiful union. Now, some things that may throw a little curveball in there for these two is when it comes to trust. Now, trust is very big for everybody, right? Not necessarily, but everybody say they want the truth, but most people just lie. They want to live a lie. But with these two, Scorpio is big on trust. They really are big on trust because Scorpios are very loyal. A lot of people, I hear it all the time on the net that Scorpios are like cheaters and they're this and they're that. Scorpios are very, very loyal. If they actually give themselves to you and they commit to you, they're very loyal. Now, if anything goes on, they're going to talk it out and let you know what's going on. But Scorpios tend to be very loyal. That's the type of energy that Scorpio carries. Now, if there's something else that's that's in conjunction with your Scorpio sun, I think that's causing you to be disloyal, then that's different. Then it may not resonate with you. But with strong Scorpio energy, these people are very loyal. Okay, so the thing is with Scorpio being so loyal, they do not handle distrust at all. You cannot lie to a Scorpio ever, because they don't know how to get over that. They're already the type of people, they are afraid of betrayal. They don't want to be betrayed, and they don't open up easily to anybody. So if they do open up to you, that means they care a lot about you. And they do this with Pisces. Now Pisces is honest as well, and but the thing is about Pisces is wishy-washy. Pisces is this way today. They're changeable because they're mutable. Mutable signs are changeable. They change with the tides, the waves, or the situations. They change. Scorpio is fixed, so it's like they don't change easily, you know? Not saying that they can't ever change, but it takes a lot for them to change. It has to be something drastic to make them change their mindset, who they are as a person. As with Pisces, Pisces don't even really have an identity. You know, they mutate to whatever, and that becomes their identity for that moment. So with that being said, sometimes Scorpio feels like, okay, I'm not sure if I can really, if I've made the right choice. Because starting off, Pisces is amazing. But when Pisces goes into their dreamy world and leave reality, it takes them somewhere different, and they change, leaving Scorpio to feel like, you know, I'm confused. And so that can really be a strong issue with this compatibility. But because they are so compatible in so many different ways, I do believe that they will be able to overcome this. But for those of you who are in this love compatibility and you are having issues with trust or just Pisces being changeable, Pisces, you have to keep in mind, like, just a little advice, keep in mind that Scorpios are very loyal. They're fixed and they don't change often. And although you have a changeable nature, you have to find a way to find a balance for your changeable ways. And you definitely, of course, you guys have good communication with each other. So as long as you guys can communicate with each other and let each other know what's going on, when you go into your moods or whatever you're feeling, Pisces, let Scorpio know so that he can be aware. Scorpio, when your Pisces woman tells you that she's going into a mood or feeling some type of way or whatever and needs some space, give it to her. Because it's not like she wants to run away from you. She's not trying to run away from you. She's not going to leave you. I know you're possessive. She's not going anywhere. She just needs a moment, because Pisces like to sleep a lot. Pisces have to recharge their batteries. They take in a lot of energy from everyone around them, every situation. So sometimes they need to recharge. And sometimes they take out their frustrations on the person that's closest to them, and that's usually their partner. So Scorpio, please understand the job of your Pisces as just a human being and being intuitive, that as intuitive as she is, you have to understand her. So understanding is definitely gonna have to be something that comes into play when it comes into the trust sector, and really understanding each other, you know, on a level of just needing to be separate sometimes, or Pisces going into, you know, that state of dreamy world, you know, and sometimes causing a little confusion for Scorpio. Okay, so you both have to talk that out and just try to understand one another. Okay, these two, I mean, their shared values in life is really love, emotions, you know, and just being able to interact with someone that understands them. Because Pisces and Scorpio, they strive for understanding. Scorpio strives for having someone in their life that they can trust, that they can feel safe with, to open up to, because Scorpio wants that. They just have a very difficult time finding that, but they find it in Pisces. Pisces really search for someone who will listen, someone who will understand them and their way of thinking, and they find this in Scorpio, and they find those similarities in each other. They find that safe place in one another, which gives this love compatibility a very, very long lasting chance. If this relationship ever ends, it's usually because of dishonesty. If Pisces decide to step out, or even Scorpio, I really think in this love compatibility, it will probably be the Pisces. I could be wrong, but you know, because you have a whole astrological chart. I'm speaking on high vibrations, high energy of Pisces, high energy of Scorpio. So the Pisces probably would, because Pisces, again, they're changeable and they change with their surroundings. Not like they will change on their Scorpio man, because their Scorpio man provides them with so much that they need, and they know that they're probably not going to find that anywhere else. But Pisces are usually very honest. Now, they may move away if they get bored, because fishes, when they feel like they're not happy or pleased anymore, then of course they swim away. Scorpio, of course, they're fixed. They'll stay. As long as there's no reason to leave, they will stay, and when they do leave, they don't come back. They're done, and they hold grudges forever. So Pisces, if you have a Scorpio man, girl, be grateful and treat him right. Understand him and understand his position, that he's a good guy. He is fixed, and sometimes he's stubborn and possessive, but that's just his nature, because he cares. That means he genuinely cares. If Scorpio doesn't care, you just act like you don't exist, and don't care about anything. Scorpio, if you have a Pisces woman, oh my God, honor her. She's amazing. She's someone that genuinely loves you, and a really good-hearted person. And because her heart is so pure and good, she will not, do anything to hurt you purposely. Purposely. Is that the right word? I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like, I don't know, but she wouldn't do anything on purpose to hurt you. Intentionally. That's the word. Okay. She would never do that, and she will definitely try to let you know what she's feeling. Pisces are usually very honest people. So I just really see you guys being really good together. When it comes to the finances in this relationship, I think the one that will be the most responsible will be the Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpios are really responsible. Pisces are really dreamy. They probably forget stuff, like, oh, yeah, I want to get this dress, I'm just gonna get it. I think I've already paid my light bill, so yeah. And then next thing you know, oh, bloop, no lights, it's dark, what's going on? Oh, I forgot. Pisces forget because they're not, again, they are in this world, but they're not of this world. So it's like things that's going on in reality doesn't interest them for real. They're all about dreamy land. But anyway, yeah, with the finances, definitely Scorpio. So if you guys are in a love compatibility and Pisces is handling the bills, oh, good luck. If you want to be smart, I would take over the checkbook, Scorpio. Just like overall compatibility for these two astrological signs is just, I would give this 10 stars. I definitely would give it 10 stars. I would definitely say this is a relationship that was made in absolute pure heaven. Of course, all relationships has its ups and downs, but this one, because of the understanding, the strong compatibility, this one can stand the test of time. And until next time, I wish you guys much love, peace, and many wonderful blessings. Bye.
Even when the clocks go tick-tock, I'll save us. Even when the clocks go tick-tock, even when the world is coming to an end,